mission is to help communities prepare for, respond to, recover from, and mitigate against disasters of all types. And we are currently here in Missouri, in St. Louis, but also all around the state, helping out in the aftermath of the severe storms that have just swept through this area from mid-March up until now. And our role in this disaster is that we offer low-interest, long-term disaster loans to homeowners, renters, businesses, and nonprofits. And there are two different types of low-interest disaster loans that are available for people. The first is if you sustain physical damages, either as a homeowner or a business. This is if the structure of your home or your business was damaged by the storms in any way. There are low-interest disaster loans with rates for homeowners as low as 2.75%, and then for businesses as low as 4% to help recover. For renters, they are able to borrow up to $100,000 to replace the damaged contents of their homes or their personal vehicles at that low interest rate of as low as 2.75%. But there is also economic injury disaster loans for both businesses and nonprofits. And what these are working capital loans to meet normal operating costs that a business would otherwise have been able to meet were it not for the disaster. And so that could be accounts payable, it could be rent, it could be a mortgage, it could be health care for employees. Basically, what SBA is going to be looking at is, would you be able to meet these operating costs were it not for the disaster? And people ask all the time, what do I need to apply? Just to apply initially, what you'll need is your ID and an email address. After you are set up with a portal and do that initial application process, SBA will also ask for tax returns. For businesses, a lot of times what we'll see in a disaster is that there are new businesses that don't have up to 2 years of tax returns. And so what we'll look instead at are projections. We'll look at profit and loss statements, and we'll look at other documents in order to decide if you'll be approved for an SBA disaster loan. There are 3 different ways that residents can apply for an SBA disaster loan. They can either come to an event like the one that we're having here at the Chaffetz Arena. They can go to an in-person business recovery center or disaster recovery center or a disaster loan outreach center that are all around Missouri right now helping out in the aftermath of these disasters. I would recommend that going in person to one of these centers is the best way to apply, because there we have loan officers and customer service representatives that can answer questions if people don't know if it's right for them, or if they're ready to apply, they can walk you through the process of applying for and uploading the financial documents you need in order to complete your application. But if you don't want to go in person, if you want to do it in the privacy of your home, you can do that by going to lending.sba.gov. And then we also have a hotline that is available for people as well, where they can call in. We also have disasterassistance.gov, where they can also apply for those loans as well.